Hey everybody, this is Megan Elizabeth from bymeganelizabeth.com, creator of the She Makes Club and the She Works Club, and I am really excited to bring to you a custom name wood ornament Tuesday tutorial. I'm going to start in my Cricut design space, and I'm just going to go to design. Now I already have some of my designs saved for the ornaments that I want to make, so I am just going to be clicking and creating inside of my saved projects here. So I'm going to pull those up and I'm going to click customize it to show you exactly the fonts and the way that I am making these fun 2019 wood ornaments, and I'm going to be heat setting them on real wooden tags, which is really cool. So right now I'm just going to type in my daughter's name, Genevieve, just so I can show you exactly how it's done. And then I'm picking out my font, and my favorite font is actually a free one from dafont.com, and it's called Magnolia Sky. Right now I am separating out the letters. I made them all an individual free moving so that I could just slightly touch and overlap each and every letter. And then I'm going to highlight and select them all and weld them together using that weld button in the lower right corner. The only thing I need to add to this is in 2019, and I'm going to just kind of size it and move it around and position it to the size and everything that I want. And then I'm going to group it together and weld that as well. Even though the 2019 isn't touching, I just find it to be best. Now what I need to do is actually make sure it fits on my ornament here. So this is one from Chalk Couture, and I'm just measuring it really quick to make sure that the Genevieve, I can just move it to size and it'll fit on this ornament just the way I want it to. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it around on my cutting mat so I can position each letter or each word, each name, that it'll fit into my HTV, my heat transfer vinyl. And when I go into cutting, I'm just going to select Everyday Iron On and hit cut. Now you can see my Cricut Maker here filled with all my goodies, starting to cut out each name individually exactly where I placed them on my cutting mat, which is just awesome. That way there's no waste, and you can put things in a position and in a way that it's going to cut on even the weirdest, missized, misshapen pieces of paper or vinyl or HTV. So we're just going to let that go ahead and finish cutting out, and once that is all finished, we're going to unload our mat, peel it up, really easy. And then what I like to do is trim around each individual word or each individual name that is going to be on the ornaments, and I weed them all individually. It just helps me keep it all together and easier. So that's what you're going to see me doing right here, just kind of cutting through to separate out each name so that I can just have that piece to work on one at a time. Once I have them all cut out, I'm going to be weeding. Weeding is not my favorite thing in the world to do. That's why I love using Chalk Couture so much. But doing the heat transfer vinyl is a little bit easier. So I'm just going to grab my Cricut hook pick and just start working my way through, weeding away all the excess or the outside that isn't going to go on my ornament. So it's a really easy process. It's just, to me, a little bit time consuming and a little bit painstaking. I know some people absolutely love this process and they find it so relaxing. If you're one of those people, leave me a little comment and a little shout out that it's relaxing. If you think it's the devil like I do, just do #devil. Maybe you shouldn't do that. I don't know. I just think it's literally one of the most annoying parts of crafting. I don't enjoy it. But you do want to be really careful with the Magnolia Sky and work really slowly and carefully with your pick. I do have this video sped up and doing this as a voiceover, so it's not quite in real time, so you're not sitting here for the entire duration of me weeding, but I know some people really like to see the process and how it's done. So you just want to work your way slowly around those corners and around those edges, because they are a delicate handwritten kind of calligraphy, and it's so beautiful, and I do find that it cuts really well with my maker, especially with the HTV. I use this font a lot for different things, and I'm just picking out all of the insides, the A. Sorry, my head pops into the way once in a while here. Just sort of happens when I'm really trying to get those fine details, which is why you're not going to see every single one in this video, but you get the general idea of how this is all working out. So once I have all of those interiors pulled apart and pulled out, I'm going to turn on my Cricut Easy Press, and I'm going to preheat my Easy Press to 350 degrees. Excuse me. And while that is preheating, I'm going to keep weeding away at all of the other ones. 350 degrees with the Easy Press 2 is more than sufficient. I am going to be placing down my heat protective mat that Cricut sells separately from the Easy Press, and I think it's very beneficial. Again, these are wooden tags from Chalk Couture. They're a fun little element that they have. I do have a link available for you that you can shop and check them out. I absolutely love them, and I really do love using HTV on wood, heat transfer vinyl on wood, and even on paper. I think it takes on kind of the grain and the intricacies of the wood, and it almost just like, well, it does, it melts literally right into the design. So heating this up to 350, the thing that's really important to note when you're working on wood is that you want to place the Easy Press straight down and lift it straight up. You don't want to slide it or seesaw it in any way. That can cause the adhesive of the HTV to sort of spread out and almost give you like a shadowing effect on your wood. So you just want to take note when you're doing that, that you really do just press it straight down and lift it straight up. 350 degrees for 30 seconds is pretty much all it needs, and you'll be good to go. And I realized I said 30 and I actually only have my Cricut set to 20 here. 20 seconds, 30 seconds really is fine. Either way, I did just do the 20 for this one, but the situation is once I peel it up and slowly, carefully remove the backing, I do like to kind of press the letters down a little bit. I use just my Cricut spatula. Just be careful with the metal of it that it doesn't get too hot. And then the other thing that I'll do, especially when I'm working with wood, if the Easy Press doesn't quite get it to fully stick every corner, there's a little bit of a mishap, I'll just grab my heat gun, my heat tool, and I'll set it just a little bit further. Just using the spatula, pressing it down, and fixing up those corners just a little bit more. It just helps to give it that little extra lasting hold just in case, but you don't always have to do this either. I really hope that you enjoyed today's Tuesday tutorial and have some fun making custom name wood ornaments on your own with your Cricut and your Easy Press. Hopefully you learned something new about something HTV can do. I hope you enjoy the moments. Come over and visit us at She Makes Club. See what we're all about. It'd be an honor to have you create with us this year. It'd be so fun. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy the moments. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.